Hi there, this is my Mini 14 trigger assembly, and as I promised, I said I will be making video regarding my trigger job, where I brought it down from 8¼ pound down to 4 pounds trigger pull. First thing what I did was I followed the Nothing Fancy, where he brought to one gunsmith. I watched what he did, and I was not satisfied with the video that he showed. I don't think he showed everything exactly what he did to the trigger. And then there was another guy who did a trigger job. He had a 3-part trigger job. I watched him closely, and I thought he actually showed more how to do the trigger job on the Mini 14 trigger assembly. So I followed his instructions, and I actually did extra work than he did, because I have the right tools to do this job. So long story short, I polished everything to the extreme, and I used like a mirror finished. I will try to zoom in. I'm using my cell phone camera. There it is. So all the surfaces have been polished to an extreme shine. Here too, everything has been polished, and I used the rubber wheels you see in the background. I used the white one right here to take off all the rough surfaces, and then I used the green one and the pink one, or you can use the yellow rubber wheel to polish the surfaces. And the thing that fell down at the moment, there it is, standing up again. And as you see in the background here, you see the same thing what I have in the flat rubber wheels, I also have in cone shape, which means you can go underneath inside and you can do anything you want to, and you are more flexible with what you want to do. Now here, what I did was, I didn't like what I saw from the what other people were doing online regarding the trigger stop. What I did was I drilled and tapped this area here. I put the screw in, the stainless steel, all the way down. I was experimenting, see how far it will go. And once the trigger released the hammer, I stopped. I took a magic marker and I made a line on the screw. There it is. On top here. Then I took the screw, I unscrewed this whole thing, and where just above the red line, I used a separating disc, which is this thing. This is a separating disc. It cuts through metal like butter. And I cut the screw off, took again the separating disc, since the head was not there anymore, separating this, and I cut a notch through the stem of the screw, and that could, and then I can use this thing as a screw with a screwdriver. So once I cut it off, prepared the notch, I put Loctite, the red one, and I have it right there. This is my Loctite right there, and I poured it in, and while it was still liquid, I was experimenting again where the trigger would stop, and once it was stopped, released the hammer, I stopped and let it for, I don't know, for 24 hours, 48 hours, I let it dry. And now I was able to put it back in my rifle, and it was working perfectly. what I also notice is that even though the surfaces are smooth on everything that I did not polish any of the surfaces right here where they're touching each other. On the inside, I did not polish anything on the inside, so maybe that will also make it smoother. But I'm very happy I'm getting 4 pounds, and it's really nice. And I also noticed when I was shooting at 50 yards, with not using the bench, just freehand sending them, I was able to get about 1.5 inch groups. So it definitely helped me. I remember I was shooting 100 yards with like 5-6 inches. Now it's like 1.5, which is not bad. Then another thing is, last video I mentioned that the Primary Arms red dot was working flawlessly. What it did, it's not true anymore, because once I went to the shooting range and it was really cold outside, maybe 28 degrees outside, the red dot actually, I put it on the 3rd or 4th setting, and once I shot the first shot, the red dot disappeared for about 10 seconds. And later on, it reappeared again without me touching anything. So I called the customer service from Primary Arms. They're saying they never heard about it before. Maybe I should just change the battery and stuff like that. So maybe that's going to do that. And then we're going to see if the red dot is working normally or not. And that's it. And what else can I tell you about this whole thing? On this side I didn't do nothing. It's just too bright here, and for you guys to see how high polished this whole thing is. Okay. On that note, I'm going to leave you guys, and hope to see you. Hope you guys are going to watch my videos. Okay? More to come. Thank you. Bye.